Hi, and welcome to the very first episode of my new podcast from the therapy room. So, my name's Louisa, and I am the founder of Empowering Minds. I'm a hypnotherapist, a talk therapist, and a laughter therapist. And in this podcast, I want to create a space where we explore real life mental health challenges, personal growth, and healing through conversations with professionals and individuals who have unique insights or experiences to share. Each episode will wrap up with a calming hypnosis session designed to help you unwind, relax, and internalize the insights that we've discussed. And today, since it's just me, I would like to give you a glimpse into what you can expect from this podcast. I share a little bit about my own journey and why I created this space. So, just a little bit about me, a little bit of background. As I said, I'm the owner and founder of Empowering Minds, working within the mental health and wellbeing sector. And before I started this journey as a therapist, I spent several years as a school teacher, which was a rewarding experience, and I really learned so much from working with children and their families and fellow educators. I saw people who I worked alongside suffering with burnouts. I experienced their pain and grief when it came to particularly teenagers during COVID times, suffering from mental health, and these poor teachers are still having to go to work and not actually being able to give the time to their family that they needed to in that moment. I've seen family members who struggled with their own mental health, who were coming in and dropping the children off to school, and would catch you on the gates and might be tearful or frustrated, and just talking to you and explaining a bit about what was going on. And it really highlighted a need for more mental health experts and well-being experts out there to come forward and help others so much. So even before I trained in this industry, I already had it in my head that I wanted to create something like this podcast where actually people could receive some tips, techniques, and a space, and just being able to learn more about perhaps themselves or others around them. And that's the reason why I started this podcast. So, what to expect from the new podcast from the therapy room. Each week, the plan is to focus on a particular topic, which could be anything from managing stress and anxiety to building confidence or navigating tough emotions. Sometimes I'll be joined by guests who bring their own expertise, whether they're mental health professionals or people who have gone through similar struggles and have come out stronger from the other side. And at the end of every episode, I'll guide you through a short hypnosis session. And these sessions are designed to help you to relax, reflect, and take insights from the episode into your everyday life. And it's a chance really for you to unwind and reset, no matter where you are in your mental health journey. So today, really, I wanted to talk about something that we have all dealt with at some point within our lives, and that is stress. And whether it's work, family, or just the fast pace of life that we so often live in this society, stress can often feel extremely overwhelming and overbearing. And I think back to my time as a teacher and my time as a mum, my time as a wife and a daughter. And stress was always there. But the thing about stress is that it's not always about the big things. Sometimes it's the little things piling up day after day that actually weigh us down. And in my experience, managing stress is about recognizing it before it builds up too much. And there are a few strategies that can really help with this. The first strategy being pausing and breathing. So, when stress hits, take a moment to really slow down. Even just a few deep breaths can help calm your mind and your body, and giving you a space to respond rather than react. And we can just practice this breathing right now in this moment. And what we're going to do is breathe in for 4, hold for 5, and release. Exhale for 7. So we start by inhaling through our nose for 4, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale through our mouth for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again inhaling through our nose for 4, 2, 3, 4, hold for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale for 7 through the mouth. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we can do that one more time, starting by inhaling through the nose. 3, 4, and hold for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhaling through the mouth for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So breath work is a great way of just calming our minds, calming our body, slowing down our heart rate, and opening up our lungs to take in a greater amount of oxygen. And it's so very easy to do. And when you're practicing it daily, every time you feel that stress, then actually it will become like nature, just natural, just there for you to use whenever you need it. second tool and technique is actually called reframing your thoughts. And our thoughts often shape how stressed we actually feel. Just try to notice when you're getting stuck in a what if or worst case scenario. And begin to challenge those thoughts by asking, is this really as bad as I think? What is the evidence that tells me that this is that bad or that this is going to happen? And what is the evidence that tells me that that worst case scenario is unlikely to happen? And you can either think that in our minds, or even more helpful, keep a journal, a thought journal, and write down our thoughts and those what if thoughts that we're feeling, and then writing down the evidence for those thoughts and the evidence against those thoughts. And that evidence needs to be factual, not just, well, I believe it's going to happen. The real facts of why. Why would it happen? And number 3 for today is to set boundaries. We often take on too much and find that saying no makes us feel uncomfortable. But actually, it's our right to say no, and it's our right to set limits. And this can be extremely powerful and a way to reduce stress and protect your energy. So, of course, you are more than capable and able to help others, and it's a lovely trait that we have as humans to be able to help others. However, we shouldn't be helping others to our own detriment. And I always think of that metaphor where you're on a plane and you are told to make sure that you put your own oxygen mask on you first before you help others. And the reason for this is by looking after yourself, you actually have the capacity to help more people. If you don't look after yourself first and you start putting the oxygen mask on other people, you're soon going to run out of oxygen yourself. And perhaps you've managed to help 1 or 2 people, but you've run out of oxygen and you can do no more. And yet, by placing that oxygen mask on yourself first, perhaps you've managed to help 10 people, and you've managed to have oxygen yourself. So we've gone through some tools and techniques of helping us with stress, but actually, what is stress? And in simple terms, it's your body's response to any demand or challenge, and actually, it's a natural reaction. When we face something difficult or unexpected, our brain and our body jump into action, releasing hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. And that's to help us deal with the situation. And this is often referred to as fight or flight or freeze response. And actually, in small doses, stress can be really helpful. It can motivate us to take action, to meet deadlines, or to push through challenges. But when stress becomes chronic, when it builds up over time without relief, that's when it starts to have this negative impact on our mental, emotional, and physical health. So, how can stress affect the body and the mind? Well, let's have a talk and think about what happens when stress sticks around for too long. Prolonged stress can affect us in many ways, and sometimes we don't even realize it. And here are just some of the common signs of chronic stress. So, you might have physical symptoms in your body, such as tension headaches, stomach issues, fatigue, or muscle pain. And when we're stressed, our muscles tend to tighten, and this can lead to discomfort over time. You may find that you have some mental strain. Mental stress can make it hard to concentrate. It can cause racing thoughts and lead to feelings of anxiety or overwhelm. And it's common to feel scattered or forgetful when you're under a lot of stress. The emotional impact of stress can lead to irritability, frustration, or even sadness. And you might find yourself snapping at loved ones or feeling more emotional than usual. And stress can also make us feel disconnected from ourselves, like we're just going through the motions rather than truly enjoying life. And stress can actually change how we behave, including overeating or skipping meals, or perhaps relying on unhealthy coping mechanisms like drinking or excessive screen time to distract ourselves from the stress. And if this sounds familiar to you, just know that you're not alone, that stress impacts everyone and it's a natural part of life. But the most important thing is learning how to recognize it early and managing it in healthy ways. And before we move on to our relaxing hypnosis session, I just want to talk about recognizing some stressful triggers. Because one of the first steps in managing stress is being able to understand where it's come from. We all have different stress triggers, and they can be very different based on our personalities, our circumstances, or even past experiences. However, there are some common sources of stress. Work and deadlines. Whether you're a professional, a parent, or a student, work often brings pressure, deadlines, responsibilities, and the feeling of having too much on your plate. And that can lead to stress. Relationships. Stress in relationships, whether it's with family, friends, or partners, can be emotionally draining. Miscommunication, unmet expectations, or conflict can make us feel stressed and anxious. Life changes. Even positive changes like moving to a new place, starting a new job, or having a child can cause stress. And adjusting to changes takes energy, and sometimes it can feel overwhelming, even if it's a welcome shift. Internal pressure. Sometimes the biggest source of stress is the pressure we put ourselves under. We set high expectations and When we feel like we're not meeting them, it can create an internal cycle of stress and self-criticism. It's a good idea to take a moment to think about what your own stress triggers might be. Are there certain situations or thoughts that tend to stress you out more than others? The more aware you become of these triggers, the easier it will be to manage stress before it takes over. So now is a great time to begin our hypnosis session to help release some of that stress and to relax us further. And in today's session, we're just going to focus on taking us to our special place and feeling the sense of serenity and peace that surround us in this place. And each of you will find that your special place is so very different. And it would be great to hear more about your peaceful place that you experience, your experiences with this hypnosis script, or your experiences with stress. And you can do that by contacting me on Instagram at Empowering Minds Hypnotherapy, or by emailing me empoweringmindshypno@gmail.com. So that's empoweringmindshypno@gmail.com. And I'd love to hear all your thoughts and ideas as well for future podcasts. Perhaps you have some ideas about what you'd like to talk about, or perhaps you'd like to be featured on one of these podcasts. So, to begin our hypnosis session, you need to make sure that you are not operating any heavy machinery or driving a vehicle. Please find a seat or lay down and get as comfortable as possible. And if you need to take a moment to do that, you can just pause this podcast now. Okay. So I'd like you to begin by taking a nice deep breath, inhaling in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. And if you haven't already done so, you can just close your eyes and just begin to relax now. And just think about relaxing every muscle in your body, from the very top of your head to the very tips of your toes. Just relax and begin to notice just how very comfortable you are beginning to feel now. You are supported, so you can just let go and relax. Inhale and exhale. And notice your breathing now. Notice the rhythm of your breath. And you can relax your breathing for just a moment and be aware of the normal sounds around you. These sounds are unimportant and you can just discard them. Whatever you hear from now on will only help you to relax further and further and further now. And as you exhale on your next breath, you can release any stress and tension from your body and your mind and your thoughts. Just let that stress go now. And relax. And just feel any stressful thoughts rushing through your mind. Feel them begin to wind down. Wind down now. Wind down and relax. And begin to wind down now by letting all of the muscles in your face just relax, especially your jaw. Let your teeth part just a little bit and relax this area, because this is a place where stress and tension often gather. So be sure now to relax your jaw and feel that relaxation go into your temples now, and relax those muscles in your temples. And as you think about relaxing those muscles, they will relax. And feel them relax now. And as you relax, you'll be able to just drift and float into a deeper and deeper and deeper level of total relaxation now. And you'll continue to relax, letting all of the muscles in your forehead just relax now. And just feel those muscles smooth and relaxed. And rest your eyes. And just imagine your eyelids are feeling so comfortable, so heavy, so very heavy now, and so completely relaxed. And now letting all of the muscles in the back of your neck and your shoulders relax, and feel a heavy weight being lifted off your shoulders, and you feel relieved and lighter and more relaxed now. And all of those muscles in the back of your neck and your shoulders just relax. And just feel that soothing relaxation go down your back now. down, down, down now to the lower part of your back. And those muscles, they just let go. And with every breath that you inhale, just feel your body drifting and floating now. Down deeper now, down deeper into total relaxation, letting those muscles go, relaxing more and more and more. And let all of those muscles in your shoulders now running down your arms to your fingertips relax, and let your arms feel so heavy now, so very heavy and so extremely comfortable, so relaxed. And you may find that you have tingling in your fingertips, and that's perfectly fine. And you may have warmth in the palms of your hands, and that's fine too. And you may feel that you can barely lift your arms right now. They're just so relaxed and so heavy. So relaxed and so heavy now. Just relax. And now when you inhale once again, relax your chest muscles. And on your next exhale, relax all the muscles in your stomach. Just let them go now. And all of the muscles in your legs, feel them just relax. All the muscles in your legs now are so completely relaxed, right to the very tips of your toes. And notice how comfortable your body feels, just drifting and floating now, deeper and deeper and deeper relaxed. And as you are relaxing, deeper and deeper and deeper now, I'd like you to imagine a beautiful staircase. And this staircase can look however you want it to look. And it can be made of whatever material you want it to be made from. Perhaps it's antique and wooden and shiny. Perhaps it's soft to touch. Perhaps it's made of marble and it's hard and cold. However you want it to look is absolutely fine. And in a moment, you can begin to imagine taking a safe and a gentle and an easy step down, down, down now, on the staircase, leading you to a very peaceful place, a very special place, just for you. And you can imagine it now to be any place that you choose. Any place is perfectly fine. And in a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1. And you can imagine taking those steps down. And as you take each step, feel your body relaxing more and more and more, feeling it drift down, down, down now, each step, and relaxing even deeper. 10, relaxing even deeper now. 9, deeper and deeper and deeper. 8, just relax. 7, 6, relaxing even deeper now. 5, 4, deeper and deeper and deeper. 3, 2, 1, deeper and deeper and deeper. Relax now. And now you can imagine your peaceful and your special place. You can imagine this place, and perhaps you can feel it and hear it and smell it too. Perhaps you're alone here, or maybe someone else is with you. Someone who can keep you safe and at peace. But you know that there's no one that will disturb you here, and that this is the most peaceful place in the world, just for you. Imagine yourself there now, feeling that sense of peace and tranquility flowing through you. And allow yourself to stay in this space for as long as you need to, keeping this feeling with you for the rest of the day, tonight and tomorrow too. And when you're ready, you can just slowly begin to wake up. But it's okay if you just want to lay here and enjoy this moment for a bit longer too.